glad that Mike came back in the first place. Having a guy like Mike who's so smart, a real student, athlete of the game, someone who's willing to tell you the call when you don't know the call, or someone who's willing to help you out when you're on the field. He's a really intelligent player. He's probably one of the most intelligent linebackers that I've been around since I've been playing. But it's a lot more. It gives you a lot of confidence knowing that you have Mike Sure backing you up. Oh, it definitely is. I already told him. Shane Ray knows it himself. He sweated last year. This year, look, I put him in hot water this year.
What is the record?
Right now it's 14 and a half. Yep. Gotta get 15.
It's the quality pass rush. I don't know how much you pay attention to it. There's the quality pass rush.
Oh, definitely. I feel like in the SEC you can't get there just by doing one move. Sometimes it's going to take two. Sometimes it's going to take three. It's no simplistic move that you can use to get through any of these tackles or guards in the SEC. They're too good. They really. That's credit to them guys out there that's really working hard, but they're just too good. As defensive linemen, we have evolved. We have evolved to being more efficient with our hands. We have evolved to being more efficient in terms of our get off. It's just simple things that we've done recently. I feel like I've done recently to really improve myself and give myself a boost over these other offensive linemen out here.
If you could do it in the SEC, that gives you a lot of confidence at the next level.
Oh, definitely. If you can do the SEC, you can do it anywhere. That's how I feel. SEC is the greatest conference in the nation. Hands down.
To stay patient with your offense when you go through your last year when the defense is rocking and rolling and the offense is taking a while to get going. How tough is it to stay patient?
Oh, it's very tough. But at the same time, you can put yourself in their shoes. It can be you next game. And that's how we kind of took it last year. We know that we have to do our end, we have to do our part no matter what. There's a lot of times we're like, oh man, we back up. But at the end of the day, we're like, well, what's our identity? Who are we? Are we going to fold or are we going to fight to the end? And last year, that's a great testament to how good of a defense we really are. We fought to the end every play, every drive.
Do you have a draft grade in mind that would make your decision easy, like first, second round I go, third round I stay, that kind of thing?
Not really, but I feel like I'm one of the best. I'm going to be one of the best to ever do it, so why not go first? Why wouldn't I be first?
Charles, last year I'm sure you met with Mack Rhodes during the boycott and things like that. What's your reaction to news that he's leaving, and how do you think he handled that situation last year?
I really don't know. I've been here all day, but whatever Mack Rhodes' decision is, which whatever it is, it's his decision. But I've been here doing the media stuff, representing the University of Missouri. I made the athletic program, so that's all I'm doing.
How do you feel like he handled the situation last year?
Handled the situation. Okay. Oh, it was great. Mack Rhodes did a great job of bringing together all athletes, from different departments and bringing us together, having a great social meeting. It was great. He did a great job.
When you look back on all that last year, what did you learn?
What did I learn? I learned that individuals really, really are concrete in their ways. Which isn't a bad thing, It's not anyone's fault. It's not anybody. It's not my right to point fingers and say, okay, you're ignorant. You know what I mean? But everyone has their own opinions. Everyone has their own ways, and that's kind of because of their experiences, right? Kind of based off the way that they grew up. And with that, you have to be patient with them, and you have to also be understanding to put yourself in their shoes. It's all about perspective taking. That's something I definitely learned. I've bettered myself being able to take perspective of other people based off of the way how they feel and based on what they've been through. So that's something I definitely learned.
Have you said that when you look at what's going on in this country now? What's going through your mind?
Could you repeat that?
Have you said that when you look at what's going on in this country right now? What's going through your mind? Shootings and so forth.
Really, it's tragic, but it's not even. It's not just something that I should be worried about. Something that you should be worried about. And that you should be worried about, and that we all should be worried about, right? So you have all this violence that's going on. We need to really get to the core of what's really happening. And as a collective unit, as a collective country, as a collective body of people, we should try to solve it together. So that's not just my problem. It's not just your problem. It's our problem.
Has it ever affected you? Have you ever had interactions with police?
Yeah, that's pretty personal though. But we all have our different experiences. It's kind of shaped us who we are. Like I kind of said, it's about being able to put that to the side and take the perspective of someone else. So.
Good that white people like us are maybe seeing some of this. Do you think the rest of the world is starting to understand?
I wouldn't say that the death of someone is good for anyone. I don't feel like the death of one is beneficial to anyone.
It's out there though. Obviously not the way it happened.
Yeah.
There's a discussion going on.
Oh, definitely. Not even an awakening, but more of an awareness. If people are just more aware, that's a step in the right direction, right? So if you're more aware of sort of your benefits or but not even just your benefits, basically your benefits in society. I mean, that's a great thing. You're just becoming more aware of it. You know what I mean? Not that you have to change your ways or change who you are, but if you're just more aware of it. I mean, it's cool.
Charles, what was your reaction to Missouri winning that Inspire Award at the ESPYs when you heard Missouri had won that award?
Oh, I was elated. I mean, I was excited. Ian Simons sent me a long message last night talking about their experience and I wish we could have been there with him. But I told him that you're the perfect man for the job to go accept it. He was the head honcho behind it. But it was definitely an honor. So it was great.
Do you wish some of the current players could be out there with him, or?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, definitely. I feel like that's the experience that we all should strive to have. But obviously I'm here doing this and things like that, and we all got football to worry about. So.
Does being rewarded like that kind of encourage you to be able to speak out a little bit more about these sorts of issues?
To each his own, I guess. The award doesn't really affect whether I'm going to speak. You know what I mean? It's not a correlation between the award and what we did last year. It's not a correlation at all. But just in general, for players and for myself, I feel like it's always good to speak your mind. Just do it smartly and do it from a neutral perspective. So.
How do you respond to people who encourage you to, quote, stick to sports?
What would you say?
How do you kind of respond to people who encourage you to just stick to sports?
Well, whenever I told you were the father, just only be a father, right? You can't be a brother, you can't be a friend, you know what I mean? We all have different social identities. And so, I'm an athlete, but I'm also a student. I'm also, a man. I'm also somebody's brother or somebody's, it's a lot of things like that. So, I tell them, I can't do that. I can't just be an athlete. I have to be a person.
Charles, is there an NFL pass rusher that you kind of project
Von Miller.
yourself as? What's that?
Von Miller.
Tell me why.
I mean, his ability, his variety of moves, right? His ability to throw a stand-up or a three-point. I don't always like to compare myself, but I feel like I'm my own physical specimen in general. But he's probably one of the ones I definitely took note of in regards to learning from.
How long have you been paying attention to his game?
Really, I haven't watched football growing up, so really within the last year or two. So.
You felt like you have a responsibility to speak out. I mean, there was a time when athletes spoke out fairly regularly, and guys like Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, they actively stand for it. Why is this younger generation more willing to speak their mind on social issues?
I don't really know what's the catalyst behind it, but I honestly have to say for the power of technology, right? The ability to say what you want to say behind the screen. I have to say technology is part of the reason why we're able to say what we want to say and how fast we can get stuff trending and moving and stuff like that. So I would say technology.
How have you seen things change on campus since last year, and also how have things just changed for you guys as a team, basically being the Missouri football team and having gone through that? How has just life changed because of what you guys did?
Yeah, like I just said, I mean, it's more of an awareness, right? So on campus, I feel like there's more awareness amongst teachers, amongst staff, amongst students. Within my own team, how to make connections and experiences with other people, have hard conversations with other people on my team that I never would have had if this situation would never happen, right? And just from that, let alone, it creates a new love for other people, a new love from other teammates. That does nothing with football. It's nothing with football at all. It's about a social issue, and just be able to bond over something that's not football is just amazing. It makes your chemistry in your team a lot more stronger.
Do you think you guys are a lot closer now?
Oh, definitely.
How so?
I mean, just off the experiences, right? And so when it was all going through, we had people that was indifferent, we had people that were, totally against it, people that were for it. And so what happens when you have a team that's divided? How do they get back together? They have to hash it out some way, somehow. They have to talk it out. They have to have these conversations. They have to. And with the leaders that led the whole charge last year, they did a great job of making sure those conversations were going to be had. We made sure nobody kept anything to themselves. We made sure if you had something to say, you said it. And that's kind of how we went about doing things.
When you were going through it, you understand the importance of your role in kind of moving that message forward and get people involved.
Oh yeah, we knew that we were the platform. We were sort of the spark behind the fire to really get it moving, get it pushing, which was the job, something we were trying to do. So yeah, we definitely understand our importance in helping and aiding CS1950. You know, we definitely understood what we was doing.
You talked about the conversations you guys had as a team about this, but as a country, we don't talk about race a whole lot. There's a lot of divisions. Do you have any thoughts about why is it so hard to talk about race?
It's been hard for years. I mean, it's always been hard. I think because of the feedback that we'll get, you know, the awkwardness you have when you look at someone else that's not your race, but then you say white or you say black, there shouldn't be no weirdness about it. It's just a color, right? It's something that's socially conformed, and not. Scientifically, there's no reason for a race, right? There's no reason at all for race, scientifically. But however, we've come to distinguish ourselves and try to categorize ourselves as much as we possibly can. And through that categorization, we've made it to where we can't even relate to one another. We don't even know one another. We think we're so different, but yet we're all the same. And so I feel like that's why it's so hard. It's so hard because we're so far apart now, because of categorization, because of it's our human nature to try to distinguish ourselves, to say we're different. I'm different, but in reality, we're all the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Charles, it's going to be the first year Missouri plays at LSU. Are you looking forward to it? Trip to Tiger Stadium, are you aware of the history there?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna treat LSU like it's any other game. We're not gonna do anything different, nothing special, no type of rowdy, let's get ready for LSU. No, it's just another game. But we are definitely, we all know about, you know, who LSU is and who they have, what they're gonna bring to the table. You know, they're gonna fight, and at the same time we're gonna fight. You know, we're gonna see which Tiger is really the best Tiger. You know, and I feel like we are the best Tiger. It's that simple. I have belief, I have confidence in my team and in myself that, you know, every opponent that we go against this year, we're going to dominate. It's not going to be an ounce of fear in our hearts at all. So we're going to dominate.
What about playing against Leonard Fournette? I mean, are you looking forward to that? What are some of your thoughts about him?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I watched a little bit of him last season, not too much, but you know, I look forward to playing against any great player. You know, not to say that, you know, he's great, he's not great, but any player that's making noise, I want to see what he's about, no matter who it is.
Charles, how much more? Some of your impressions of him, seeing him on television?
Oh, I didn't watch it too much. I mean, I just know he's a hard runner. I just know he's a real downhill true running back. That's all I really know for real.
Charles, how much more attention do you expect to get, whether it's double teams, whether it's specific schemes towards you this year?
Oh, I want them to bring it off. I want everybody to focus on me. You should be focusing on me because I've been working too hard. I done went through 2 shoulder surgeries. I done just recently started back lifting, things like that. So I'm just now getting back to where I was last year at this time. But I still got the rest of this month, the rest of camp and things like that to get better. I'm working too hard, so you should be really afraid of me if you're number 10.
Who else is going to help you out on that defense if there is a lot of attention?
My entire defensive line, every single one of us, we're working too hard. My D-line has been working too hard. I've been pushing them like it's nothing, like it's our last day, like it's our last season. Like we've really been working that hard, like dog tired every single day. And so you should look for everyone, especially Ricky Halley. I feel like a lot of people sleep on Ricky Halley. Of course, Harold Brantley. Of course, Terry Beckman is coming back. Walter Brady, and Marcel Fraser on the other end. Spencer Williams behind me. It's so many weapons that we have in our arsenal. We just don't know which one we're going to use. And I know Coach Odom and Damani Clark are going to use whatever scheme, you know, defensively that's right for all of us to work cohesively, you know, to dominate, to attack any type of offense. You know, SEC.
Don't forget Juggernaut.
Oh yeah, Big Josh too. Can't forget Big Josh Juggernaut. The biggest guy on the team. I can't forget about him.
What's been behind this kind of incredible run